Hi and welcome to today's video where I've got an unboxing for you, and it's actually a gift with purchase from Cult Beauty, and the offer is still available as I'm filming, and the video will go up shortly after. It is the June gift with purchase. So basically it was, you have, with an £80 spend, there is a gift bag that is supposedly worth £130. So in order to get the gift bag, what did I buy? So I should go through the first item that I bought that I've seen recently. I was interested in trying, but I don't actually have. I think I've got one other recent body lotion, but I wanted to give this one a try, and it's the Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiant SPF 50 body lotion, and it's Cheirosa 87 fragrance. So it's not the original Boom Boom cream fragrance, but it is quite similar, and it is 100% mineral sunscreen. So that one that would then be sold in the US as well, because I know some of the chemical isn't, although it's very effective, it isn't necessarily sold in the US. So this is 200ml. This retails £40. There was, because of the sale at Cult Beauty, it was then reduced to, I think it was 20% off, it was £32. So it says you were born to shine. So this is a glossy, obviously a radiance SPF. Now, I would say that most sunscreens are glossy anyway, are shiny, because it's the nature of the ingredients. I know some are matte, but the matte ones tend to be not as spreadable in my experience. But this one, it's quite a handy size container. What I do like about it is the small nozzle, so you're not pumping out an awful lot, because this, although it's 200ml, which is quite a large size, it is expensive at £32. Now what I will say is it does smell sweet, gourmand, and there it is. Now I would say it is a cream colour. It's yeah, a definite cream that goes to a white, so obviously that's the mineral in it, and it does smell quite, like I said, like the Bum Bum cream, but there's a bit of a sour note to it, and that may well be the sunscreen. Now what I find, it's easy to spread. It is still tacky, but not overly tacky, so I'm not saying it would be necessarily good in sand, because sand may stick, but I won't say it's overly tacky. And but it hasn't got any glitter particles in. So the only thing I will say is that once it is set into the skin, and with most sunscreens, in order to make sure it goes into the skin, they say wait 20 minutes. I mean, I know that's particularly important with chemical sunscreens, but what I will say is once it's been on the skin for a while, it has a typical sunscreen fragrance, where if in the UK, that's not necessarily nice. Or to me, it's a very nasty chemicals once it's settled in, but I think that is the nature of sunscreens. So the initial scent lasts for a few minutes, but I wanted to give that a try, and the other sunscreen that I've got for that size is equally the same price. They just tend to be expensive, so I'm glad I've got that to try. The next item, I've been wanting to try these products for a while, but then it was in a set. Now, it is by the brand Oribe, that was initially on Space NK, and more recently Cult Beauty. I have some of the line, not all of the line, some of the line, and then the rest of the lines are at Space NK. So this is called the Hair Alchemy Discovery Set. Now I've tried the gold one, which is their main line. But it has biotin in, and I have tried it, and I'm allergic to biotin. I already know that, and it did the shampoo has biotin, and it did make me scratch my head. But the conditioner and masks don't have biotin in, nor do anything else in that range that I'm aware of, just in the shampoo. So I wanted to try this one because it's, like I say, it is a resilience one. I think it is, yeah, resilience shampoo. So it is to protect the hair and promote growth. So, I mean, a rebate is extremely expensive, and even small containers like this can be about £22–23, and these are just, I think, tiny samples that are suitable for holidays. So this one has, it says using 12 months, within 12 months, 75ml for the shampoo, 50ml for the conditioner. So there they are. So they're nice for travel. They don't have biotin, which is great because it does irritate a lot of people. And what is the scent like? Just a fresh scent, maybe slightly floral. I mean, Aribe does have perfume, so I'm not sure whether it's linked to any of the perfumes, but it seems quite pleasant. And then this is the Hair Alchemy Fortifying Treatment Serum. So this is a serum for the hair. That smells quite nice, actually, quite floral and fruity, slightly tropical. So I'm not, directions, so I'm not really sure. This is a treatment serum. I think it's for the length of the hair rather than for the roots. So I'm going to give that one a try because that's the one I wanted to try, and this is worth about £31 for 75ml. Now, what is the serum like? Is it clear? It's a pale yellow, and I think this is a leave-in conditioning treatment. So the set retails for £40, either £39 or £40, but there is some saving on buying the items individually because the serum is £31, and because of the sale on or the discount at Cult Beauty, this set cost me £29. So it is still expensive, but I do like Oribe, and I wanted to try this set, which is only available at the moment at Cult Beauty. Then I wanted to try a Benefit mascara because I had lots of mascaras at one point. I've been working through them all and I'm down to my last few. So I wanted to pick up Fan Fest by Benefit because I like my eyelashes to be fanned out. They are fairly shaped that way and they do curl, but they're not particularly full. But I did fancy the idea of this sort of mascara because they used to be popular a number of years ago, the fanning type. So this one is I paid £21 for it. It is normally £27, but it is, I think it's a new one that came out a few months ago. So I will open the wand. But obviously I'm not going to use it until I need to. But I've got a few to work out, that's what it is. So it's a slightly curved lifting wand, a bit like the roller lash. But I don't know how this is going to be and what it's going to be like. But I certainly I'm interested to try that. And it's full size, and that should last, if it's nice, a few months. Obviously, if I can't make it work, then I declutter it. Then the final two items that I got, neither were discounted. One is full size and one is mini. So I've got the full size, and it is very tiny. They have shrunk the packaging of the Milk Makeup Contour in Toasted. So this is the palest one, and it has quite a cool tone finish to it and appearance. So it has a lid, then an inner lid, which you take off. It has actually gone onto the lid. I don't know how that happened. So I have had a bit of an accident here. I'm not sure why. But there it is. So I'm going to actually put a swatch on my inner arm. So it's basically a cream contour. So it can be used as a bronzer if you wanted, because it's not particularly grey toned. But for fair skin, it would work as both. But I'm getting near the end of the only cream contour that I have. And likewise, this one is from Westman Atelier. So the milk was £22 full size, but they've shrunk the size of the containers. And this one is the mini of Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. So this was £23. Now the difference between this and the full size, it's still heavy, but it doesn't have the magnetic top. You actually have to pop it on and click it down because the rest of the full sizes of the range are magnetic. So these are the two shades. That one is Westman Atelier. That slightly warmer, paler one is the Milk. So they're both the palish shades in their sticks. So I did want to try those, and they both look really, really good. I would say the biscuit under this light looks a bit more greenish brown, and there is slightly more of a warm tone, although it is looking great, and I think that's down to the lighting and the flashback against my skin. I think that is the issue. But they both seem very creamy, and they've had really good reviews, so I shall be trying them in the not too distant future. I'm just using up some contours that I have at the moment. And then so basically the amount, these items came to £128, but I had £20 credit, which came off and brought it to 108. So it's still more than let's check this, was it £80 spent? Yeah, minimum £80 spent. And it came within 20 hours of ordering. So this is the pouch. Now, the last time I got a gift with purchase a few weeks ago, it was the same bag. So it's one of the scuba type foam bags with a strap with Cult Beauty on. So I gave my other one to Mr. Bear. And I'll go through the items here. I'll just pull them out randomly. The first is by Ultraviolet SPF 50 Queen Screen, it's called. So it's only tiny. I think it's 15ml. Now I do have an ultraviolet spray, a tiny one. And I think it's SPF 50 as well. So I'm going to at least be able to try Ultraviolet because they are quite an expensive brand. Now, how does this undo? I haven't even worked. It tightens. I don't particularly want to pour it out. It has quite a fresh scent from what I can see, like a fresh floral, perhaps. But I don't want to start using it yet. But yeah, great to have because I wanted to try that company. And then we have a Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Dewdrops Serum 15ml. Now, Mr. Bear particularly likes using niacinamide, so I'm going to pass that to him. This is a lovely emulsion and it has a scent of watermelon. Not too overpowering though, so that's what he is interested in having. Then there is an Element Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads, which is one product I've not tried by Elemis. And there's 14 pads. I will use them. I tend to find these pads harsher than other exfoliating methods of exfoliation that I use, but I will give that a try at some point. Yeah, I'm glad to try something I haven't used before. Then there's an oldie and a goodie, but believe it or not, I've never had this. And this is Urban Decay All Nighter Long Lasting Setting Spray, which is also the Skindinavia spray. It was developed by a company called Skindinavia and then licensed to Urban Decay to relabel, but Skindinavia did have their own line. I'm not sure if it still does. And this is the all-nighter there. So this is great for a handbag. It's 50. Is it 13ml or 15ml? Let me see. 15ml. So it's great to put in a handbag if you're going out somewhere, either out for a long time or it's going to be very hot. So I certainly will make use of that and put it in my handbag. Really great. I'll have to see how drying it is. But my face tends to be quite dewy anyway. So although it's dry, it's how I put my skincare and makeup on. But I do like a good setting spray so makeup doesn't break down in extreme conditions. Then there is a fragrance from Sol de Janeiro and it's Rio Radiance. So I'm not sure what number, because they all have numbers. I don't know if I can read it. Just called Rio Radiance. So I'm not sure if I can get into this because it does. Oh, it does have a perforation tear. Right, get this off. It's difficult to take off. At least you know it's sanitary, isn't it? So let me see what this smells like. Very alcoholic, so it's difficult to know because it's a light floral, I would say. A solar floral, I would call it. Yes, it's fine enough. No, I prefer the Bum Bum cream, but yes, I'm grateful to have this. It's 30 ml. I'll see how it develops over when I'm doing the rest of this. Then I have an It Cosmetics CC cream, no, it's not CC cream. It's Confidence in a Cream, which is their moisturiser. I have another one that I got free. I think when I bought some CC cream, some tinted cream. This one doesn't have a scent. It's quite a thick cream, a pale beige yellow perhaps. Yes, I will certainly make use out of that. Then there is a Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. So that is like a primer that provides a glowy surface canvas. So it's used really as a bit of a primer, if you will. So yeah, it does a soft focus glow primer. This is 15ml. Now I do have a 7ml one at the moment, which I haven't opened. So I'm going to add that. And I will use the smaller one first because it's older. But it's something, yes, I'm interested in trying. I do like trying a primer. The only ones I don't really like if it is going to be a drying primer, or for oily combination skin. But this may be okay for my dry skin. I'll certainly give that a try. Then there's something I'm not so much interested in, but it's Vida Glow. I've had several of these, and it's natural marine collagen for fine lines, but it's not something you put on the face. You make a drink out of these sachets. There is 6 sachets with 3 colours for 3 different flavours, and you make a drink. So I think really they would say that if you needed collagen, you'd need to drink these every day, and they are quite expensive. But I'm not too sure, reading on the evidence that I've read, as to whether drinking the collagen actually helps lock in collagen either in your skin or in your bones or soft tissue. I'm not so sure. But I probably will get around to trying them again at some point. But I have tried them and it was not particularly nice, but it wasn't something so gross that I couldn't drink it. The next is a detox shampoo by Way. Now, this is about the 3rd one I've got. And I've also got sachets. It's very, very good at stripping the hair of build-up. It's very, very good. So if you need a special mask, or it can be used with the K18 before you use that, then that's a really good shampoo. Now what I will say, although it clarifies, it doesn't leave my hair too crispy, and my hair has a tendency to go really crispy. But it isn't too bad with this one. I wouldn't say it moisturises, but certainly I have had worse clarifying shampoos. The next item is by Ceremonia. I've not heard of this brand. It's the Guava Leave-In Conditioner, and that's 30ml. And this one does have a foil top. So, yeah, you can't squeeze any out, so it's good for hygiene. So at some point I will try that. I tend to get in the beauty boxes, advent calendars, etc. and free gifts a lot of leave-in conditioners. And I don't use a lot because I have fine hair, although it's long. So a little does last me an awful long time. Now the final item is by Huda Beauty Lip Blush, and it is in Rosy Kiss. So it is a liquid lipstick that I think is quite puffy in formula. It mattifies down and then leaves a stain. Now I did have the Benetint stain and I didn't even bother trying it. I didn't really like it. And I've had Stainiac by The Balm, and although these are very fashionable at the moment, I don't particularly like a stain. So I'm not going to try this. I'm going to pass it on to a friend who either she or her daughters will use this. So that's the only item that neither me nor Mr. Bear will use. But it's nice to have, and I can pass it on to someone who I think will enjoy it. So they're all the items. I'm not sure, I've not totted up the value as to whether they're worth £130, but given that I wanted to get the other items, I felt it was worth getting the gift, because these were items that I wasn't really looking for. So let me know your thoughts down below. If you're interested, the offers are still available. The bag is still available at beauty, subject to availability. So if it sells out, it sells out. You know, if people add it to the basket and they've got enough to meet the minimum conditions of the offer requirements, then once it can go within hours, sometimes within days, but it's still there as I'm speaking to you now. I do have some other sales that I've purchased in the beauty, makeup and fragrance sort of arena, and I shall bring them to you once I get them, because some are going to take a few days to come. But can I say thank you very much for watching, as I do appreciate that your time is valuable. Hopefully I shall see you again in another video. Otherwise, please take care of yourselves and bye for now.